So this guy over here, he said he made GTA 5 look way too
As realistic
realistic.
as possible with a bunch of new mods that completely transform the game with improved visuals, real traffic, RPG mechanics, tons of quality of life features, and a whole lot more. So let's start with chromatics, which is one of the best graphics mods out there. And the best thing about it is that unlike with other graphics mods, we don't have to sacrifice performance for looks. It looks absolutely stunning and runs perfectly even in 4K resolution, which definitely wouldn't be possible with other popular graphics mods. It comes with a lot of features like these beautiful volumetric clouds, which is the same technology used in RDR2 and GTA 6, so the clouds aren't basic flat textures anymore, but actual objects you can fly through with jet. And that's one of the things I'm really surprised Rockstar didn't think of when releasing enhanced version of the game. They realistically reflect on surfaces like vehicles, skyscraper windows, or water, so they don't look out of place and perfectly fit into the game world. And
The water that I like is in Apex Legend. I forgot the name of the map. But the water on that, I don't know if it's a beach or an ocean or something, but it's towards the end of the map in Apex Legend. What's the name of the map? But that water is so realistically, it looks so beautiful. So beautiful. I love it.
optimization is on point as well, so we don't lose half of FPS just by having this one feature. Another stuff they recently upgraded are the road textures, which are now in 8K resolution, but still fully optimized. And what's even better, these are parallax, so they don't look flat, but have actual depth.
Whoa. Whoa, look at the difference.
So after zooming in, we can see separated rocks that roads are made of, which is absolutely crazy. The roads were based on actual real-life LA references, so it's not some random textures pasted into the game. They don't cover the entire map yet, so I'm looking forward to upcoming releases, because I think these are some of the best road textures out there.
That is absolutely... Man.
What the? There's a hell mode? A game that never...
There are also effects like animated on-screen raindrops and vehicle raindrops, and I know that's all a matter of taste, so good news, all the stuff is customizable with the menu on F7 key. We can customize clouds however we want, changing their coverage, shape, seed, wind influence, and much more. Or just disable them if you don't like them for some reason. Same thing with volumetric atmosphere adding that subtle dust effect, and screen space reflections which reflect vehicles on the puddles and raindrops. We can just simply untick it, and the effect is gone. But of course, the graphics mod itself won't turn our game into a real-life simulator, so the next thing on my list is Central Real-Life Environment mod. It's a relatively new mod with the first version just recently released, but it already does a lot and seems like a solid upcoming 5 real competitor. It replaces a lot of buildings to their real-life inspirations. So for example, the Davis Mega Mall got replaced with Slauson Supermall, or U-Tool near Senora Freeway got replaced with the Home Depot. So it's not only a simple texture replacement, but actual modeling gets involved. There's also the LAPD Hollywood building, Toyota dealership replacing the old Simeon Place, Capitol Records building, and much more. Of course, textures themselves are important as well, because Los Angeles is literally a one huge billboard, so we've got these replaced to real life as well. And everything is up to date, like I came across multiple iPhone 17 Pro ads, which is heavily pushed in LA right now. Some recent and upcoming movie posters, especially the Spider-Man, which got a big building billboard and is advertised on TCL Chinese Theater. New murals here and there. And literally everywhere we look around, there's real brands popping up on every corner. It seems to be properly optimized as well, because I didn't feel any FPS drop after installing it. Now, the only thing that stand out from the rest is the vanilla vehicles, so I've got the real-life traffic mod from Central as well. It completely transforms the traffic system, replacing all the GTA brands with real ones, and that includes emergency vehicles, sedans, SUVs, motorcycles, everything. I've been using it in my game build for a while now, and it gets better and better with every update. It makes the game feel much closer to real LA, and works flawlessly, even with their optional traffic density increased by 5 times. There are more optionals though, like Central Plus, which adds even more vehicles to traffic, and the most noticeable change is taxis. For some reason, vanilla GTA 5 comes with only one taxi model, which is a huge disappointment, because even GTA 4 had 3 different models. Central Plus adds 5 new taxi models, so the variety is much better, and it's really noticeable while driving around. Besides that, there's a real tunable rims pack replacing the old ugly rims, taxi sign brightness fix, which is a well-known problem when using graphics mods, and option to remove police cars for LSPDFR players. So honestly, this mod is pretty much an essential if we're to make our game closer to real life.
Yellow, I think the colors that I like for Super is yellow, green.
I recently upgraded my PC.
I think yellow, green, what are the color again? Orange.
to keep bringing you guys these mods showcases, and today's video sponsor, Cooper, was really helpful with that. Cooper is a free browser. Check the price history and get notified when an item. Perfect example of how the game could look like if we weren't limited by the old gen consoles. So since the visuals part is done, let's get into the RPG mods, starting with Immersive HUD. It does a lot of stuff, but most importantly, it makes the interaction between NPCs and player much more realistic. The greet and antagonize system is improved, so we can now bother anyone we aim at.
You a genetic experiment gone wrong, dog.
Their response varies, because people now have different personality types, especially the enemies that are split into coward, aggressive, and tactical.
You ain't nothing but a punk.
Hey, what else? Dry snitching on the homegirl, huh?
Hey, people like you make me want to bounce, homie.
Besides that, we can now rob people simply by aiming a weapon at them and pressing E. And after getting into a fight or shooting, dead bodies will now be shown on the minimap. Some of the security cameras can now report player crimes, so robberies won't be that easy anymore because we instantly get wanted level after aiming a weapon at the cashier. But they also do work outside, so we gotta be careful where we're doing illegal stuff. And lastly, traffic accidents can now trigger a scenario where NPC will want to report the accident, but we can pay off the damages and he won't call the cops.
1,826.
And a perfect addition is the hood core made by the same author. This one adds gang zones around South Los Santos, which we can actually take over. All we gotta do is recruit gang members, optionally add them some armor, and start a gang war by shooting into the air. There will be a few reinforcements, and after we get rid of all enemies, the zone belongs to us. We can also manually edit the gang zones, but that seems pretty complicated. Select the gang we want to belong to, or start selling drugs on the street.
What in the world is this? This is getting tough. This is way. It went from really cool to intense. What is this? Who is this guy? Let me see. Does he post? Because I see some funny GTA stuff. Oh, okay, he posts a lot of GTA stuff. I made you to look fun again. Okay. Wait. Okay, yes, it's GTA. When is the new GTA even coming out? When is GTA 6 coming out? November. Okay, it's this year actually. This year. So that is actually good. That is actually very good. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Jeez. Okay, let's go back into this right now. Wait, let's go back into this.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is
I'm not even coding right now.
Moving on from the gang stuff, let's install the VHUD.
Yeah,
the name of the mod is a bit misleading because it does way more than just changing the HUD style. It's a really advanced and fully customizable mod, and the first thing it adds are the new UI elements like health, armor, hunger, and thirst cores. We can change their style, position, and...
I used to watch this guy's live. What he does is it changes characters, and those characters are indestructible. Then he fights, and the cops are called. It's like he has 5 stars going.
Size however we want. So I picked the circular 2 option. After getting into the car, we get a new HUD showing the speedometer, current gear, fuel levels, and dashboard indicators. All of that stuff isn't just visual, because obviously now we gotta control our player thirst and hunger level and our vehicle fuel level. The mod adds multiple blips on the mini-map with stores, pharmacies, dealerships, hotels, banks, and so on. So we can go to the store to buy some food and drinks to fill out the cores, and all that stuff is carried in our inventory. Each type of food restores a different amount of the cores, so it's better to grab some more expensive stuff so we won't have to visit the store every hour. Gas stations are the most advanced I've ever seen because it's not just stopping near the gas pump and pressing a button, but we actually got to get out of the car, grab the fuel nozzle, put it into the car, set the amount of gas, and refuel it. Banks are fully
refill.
interactive as well, so we can withdraw and deposit money, get an ATM card, check our balance, and so on. And same thing with pharmacies, where we can grab medkits, bandages, and painkillers. I might be wrong, but motels don't seem to do anything special. We just get there, get some sleep, and it advances the game time by something around 6 to 8 hours. While in a vehicle, we can put on the seatbelt, but driving without it doesn't seem to bring any consequences, so it's just a visual thing. Skills is another new system that got added, so we have stamina, strength, shooting, driving.
I don't think the seatbelt would be a visual then. It's probably there for when he hits a pole or something. Always use your seatbelt, guys. Always.
And lung capacity. Each one can be leveled up by doing that stuff like running, shooting, or driving, or we can increase these with points, which we can earn by doing some simple tasks like running to coordinates or shooting 3 shots with a gun. And there are 2 separate level systems for fishing and hunting that also got added into the game. To start fishing, we gotta buy a fishing rod in any convenience store. Go to the spot and press E. To reel the fish in, we gotta keep it within the white bar. And after reeling the fish, we can go to the fish market and sell them, so it's a pretty satisfying and peaceful way to earn some money. There's of course a lot more into this mod, so I won't be spoiling everything, but I think it already made our game 10 times more realistic.
No,
Now let's improve the driving
experience.
experience a bit, starting with nav. Some of you probably remember that GTA 4 had a voiced GPS system that didn't make it to 5.
In 400 yards, turn left.
So this mod simply brings that feature back, making the driving a bit more immersive.
Calculating route. Please proceed to the highlighted route. Turn right. You have reached your destination.
The next mod on my
Whoa,
list
this
is
is good.
inverse power. Vanilla GTA 5 vehicles always seem to lose power when they start sliding, but this mod completely gets rid of that. It's hard to show it on the clip,
Oh,
but
this place. I've always tried to do this stuff. Where is it? I think it's right here. Let's see. Let's go back.
the next mod on my list is inverse power. Vanilla GTA 5
see.
vehicles
Yeah, I think it should be right at that corner right there. You would jump over that ramp, then on the bridge. It's very hard for me to try that stuff.
always seem to lose power when they start sliding,
Yeah,
but this
that's-
mod
wait.
completely gets rid of that.
It should
It's
be
hard to
around
show it
that
on the clip,
place,
but
I
trust me,
guess.
it makes driving much more fun and predictable because slides are now easier to maintain and adjust.
Oh, wow. That is absolutely.
And a perfect addition to that is surface traction overhaul. Instead of messing with the handling files of every single car, this mod actually changes the surface traction of the roads themselves by editing the materials data. It slightly decreases the grip level of all drivable surfaces, making the game drive like something between GTA 4 and 5. Now, when you slam on the brakes, you get this really realistic feeling of sliding to a stop without even needing the handbrake. It perfectly brings out the individual driving characteristics of each vehicle. Average cars won't corner or stop nearly as well as expensive supercars. Muscle cars can now do burnouts in much more realistic way, but it takes actual skill to keep them on the road at high speeds. And if you grab an off-road vehicle, they won't hug the asphalt very well anymore. But they are more useful than ever now that all loose terrains have more realistic
This is amazing, man.
grip and drag levels. The mod also makes dirt roads and underwater sand much looser, so taking your car off the main roads actually feels like a completely different experience.
Getting the ads.
Balloon arches are hard, but getting all state renters is easy.
Oh.
Next up is better and realistic vehicle options with control.
There's a lot of updates that this guy is doing, bro. Oh man, I'm gonna watch this guy later. He has a lot of like cool videos. If Red Dead was made in 2026, I'm gonna see this one. Let me see this one. I'll
Let's
probably
make
watch this
RDR2 look
later.
like it just dropped this year with better graphics, upscaled textures, a full seasonal cycle, improved characters, map enhancements, and a whole lot more. First up is the Dominator's full game overhaul. It's an absolutely huge, over 52 gigabyte mod covering almost everything you can possibly see in a single frame. From individual grains of sand to insects, characters,
Whoa.
NPCs, terrain, vegetation, interiors, exteriors, everything. Normally I'd say that's an overkill because you'd need a NASA piece PC to run that, but weirdly enough, it runs better than vanilla game.
What?
Yeah, I couldn't believe that as well, but it turns out the author focused on heavily optimizing the mod, which is a rare thing to see these days. For me, the problem is that instead of focusing only on the world textures, Dominator also did a lot of changes to the weather and time system. He added new cloud formations that weren't available in the game before, adjusted temperatures with the help of a professional meteorologist, and separate the texture and weather parts of the mod. Most of the textures actually look pretty nice. The terrain, pavements, rocks, all that stuff looks sharper, which is definitely a plus. But when it comes to characters and horses, it's definitely overdone. The clothes have become disgustingly pixelated. The facial textures noticeable age some characters, and I won't even mention the horses because they look worst of all of that. So let's keep the mod as a base and now get into fixing what it screwed up to make the game actually look beautiful. I had a hard time picking the graphics mod because the variety here is huge, and I didn't want to use Visual Redemption again. So, after checking out Flare, Chelonia, Natural Light Rework, Vestigia, and Vanderlinde's Vision, I decided to stay with the last one. Instead of keeping the look vanilla friendly, this mod completely changes the visual style of the game to be more realistic and vibrant, and I'm not gonna lie, I really like that look. Direct sun and moonlight have been adjusted drastically to be more realistic. Sunlight has bright light and sharp shadows, while moonlight has dimmer, cooler light and softer shadows. Weather conditions also determine the intensity of direct light for both the sun and moon. Lighting has been adjusted for better and more natural ambient occlusion and contrast for exteriors and interiors. The author did a lot of research to get every weather to have.
Should I subscribe to this guy, man? He has a lot of videos, man. This is graphics. Oh, I'm gonna subscribe to him. I love this. I love what he does. This is so good. This is so good. I love what he does. Super cool, man. Super cool. Anyways, if you made it to the end of this video, give it a thumbs up. I'm gonna be reacting to a lot of stuff like this. Hopefully very soon I will get my gaming setup. I don't have the setup right now, so I cannot really game and do the things that I want to do. So hopefully once the chance or the stuff shows up, I would buy it, and we're gonna be gaming. Peace.